man who's got half a dozen children and a wife and unemployed, man, he's a king. You know, he can save money. Yes, he even saves money. When I'm going around, some brothers take me around and they take me home, give me tea and biscuits and all that, and time to eat, they give me food. I said, brother, what you doing? He said, I'm unemployed. You know, I feel the food hard to go down. Wallah, he's unemployed. I'm cruel to him. You know, look what I'm doing to him. I'm doing injustice to him. So he said, look, Muta, big brother, don't worry. He says, we are all right. You got no excuse. Wallah, you got no excuse. Financially, you got no excuse. £5, no excuse. So, get this book. Your English will improve. Your English. Construction of sentences for the Arab, I'm telling you, so your English. I've told them in the Arab countries. You want to improve your English? Here. Everything is here. Allah's kalam. You read. Sawab, sawab, sawab. Blessings. Construction of sentences. New vocabulary. Everything on your fingertips. My dear brother, I'm not trying to sell you this because I might get some commission. But look, get it. That address is given there. And I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity of coming and talking to you this afternoon. And if there are any questions, I know I might have said hard things, harsh things. See, this old man, he has come out that way, you see, in life. You know, I have been, from childhood, you see, I was very weak. I was very weak. Big in bones and all that, big, tall, but I was very weak. So I had to learn boxing. I learned judo. I learned karate. I did weightlifting. I did swimming. All this, what for? You know, because I was very weak. I just want to make up for it. So now it creates that type of mentality. You see, once you go through all these processes, then your mentality changes. I was timid, afraid of getting hurt. Now I says, no, man, I think for every 2 you give me, I can give you 1 at least. So you see that mentality. So now my voice changes, my voice is like that, and my actions are like that. You don't find a 70-year-old man doing things like that and talking like this. You can't. This is because of that, all what I have been going through all my life. So you say, now this guy is getting hot under the collar. No, I don't get hot under the collar. This is me. What can I do? I can't squeak like a mouse. I can roar only. I'm made that way. So if I talk to you a bit loud, you know, I'm not trying to scold you or try to frighten you. This is my way. What can I do? So any questions that you have? Yes, Akhi brother. Oh, yes, ya Sheikh, I'm sorry.
Let me nothing is to thank, more than to thank our brother for his enlightening lecture. I like to say some words, few words. I'm not going to apologize for Egypt, but today I felt the weight of Egypt in the whole Muslim world, and what Muslims in the whole world are expecting Egypt to do, and it is our privilege. I can assure you, all of you, that all of you know Sheikh Sha'rawi. He has a program to comment and do tafsir of the Holy Quran. So many times when I was in Egypt, I heard him talking about the verses concerning Jesus and the Trinity and so on so. And the man is very, very effective and well versed. And he says that in the television, it is recorded and it is distributed everywhere. But it doesn't mean that I'm saying that Egypt does all what people expect us to do. We are still beginners in that field. And I can tell you something, that a great or a big shot in that big figure in the church by name Ibrahim Khalil, he was astonished at the bitterest enemy I ever have seen in Egypt against Islam, and Alhamdulillah now he is a Muslim and preaching Islam. His name is Ibrahim Khalil, and he is still carrying the name. I'm not going to tell you what happened in my village The priest, when he embraced Islam, it is true that nobody preached Islam to him, but he embraced Islam and sent to my uncle to give witness that he became a Muslim, and he asked him, would you please, I will die in such and such a date, and I will die in such and such a moment, would you please come to take me to bury me with my Muslim people? And he said to him, look, if there is any conflict, because we have a good number in our village, I'm very sorry for that, we have a good number, and we didn't work within them, as he says, we have a good number of Christians. And he said to him, if you find that the Muslims and the Christians will have the conflict and they will start fighting, leave me for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he will relieve me from any problem and leave me to Allah. So my uncle went there, and it started fighting. The police came, the Attorney General came, and there was a big fight. So at last he went to the body of that priest and said to him, so and so, I did all what I can do, and I carried out your will. Now I am helpless. I can't do anything. As you told me, I will leave you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And asked the Muslims to scatter. What happened? They buried him as a Christian, and after 3 days they said the Muslims stole his bier, his body, because it was not there, and they said the Muslims stole it. Anyhow, now I felt the responsibility as an Egyptian. I felt the responsibility. I feel that the most of the people or the Muslim world are expecting from us to do more and more, but sometimes we are weak, and sometimes I quote a verse from the Holy Qur'an when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to his prophet, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. You will not guide whom you like, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave guidance to whom he likes. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to excuse myself, no, but it is our responsibility, and thanks to our brother who evoked us and provoked us in our minds to do more and more. Now let us start the questions.
Why you don't start some kind of course for us to teach us to say doctrine and you go for a year? Under the tree outside, we start the course and we join you. This is the question.
I will repeat it for you. We have started a course in the international, a course for Muslims from all over the world, and the question was, well, look, lecturing is good, you know, we like it and we appreciate it, but what about starting a course of training people to do the job? That is, I think, more or less the question. So I'm replying to that now, that we had already started with such an idea. We knew that this must be done, and we had a course starting from the 1st of March to the 30th of April. We had students from about 18 different Muslim countries, 18 different countries, and we put them through those spaces that they can go back and do a job. There's another course starting from the 1st of September in South Africa, for 2 months. 1st of September to the 30th of October. Any young man who feels like doing dawah work, propagation, we give them a free air ticket from wherever you are to our country. Visa is no problem. You see, we have the government, we know how to